You have amazing hair, Naoto.
Thank you very much.
Wow, I envy your hair. Crazy good.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
It's working.
I wish I could tell you how much I'm excited right now because I grew up watching your movies, but we have only 4 minutes today, so let's jump into my question about the Sonic movie sequel.
Sure.
So Sonic tries to be a superhero like Batman, who wants your opponent. And when you look at the superhero story, they kind of need each other in a way. So what do you think the relationship between Sonic and Dr. Robotnik?
Well, it's the yin and yang, isn't it? It's like there's always the opposing force in the world, you know, and sometimes it gets out of balance one way or the other, you know. Mostly in the dark balance, you know, tends to push a little too hard sometimes. You know, Sonic is innocence. Sonic is you when you watched my movie when you were a kid and you wanted to go out and be a character or something. You know, it's an innocent enjoyment, just pure enjoyment of the zeitgeist and the world and everything that's coming at you. And it's a fearlessness that only the youth have, you know. And Robotnik represents wanting to own all of that, wanting to control it and sap the power out of it, you know. And if he can't have it, he'll destroy it, you know. And that's what makes him such a great character. And he evolves. He was just a kind of a brilliant, you know, bad guy in the first movie. When he got to the mushroom planet, I don't know what kind of mushrooms he got into, but you know, he became something different, and now I think he fancies himself a demigod, you know.
So this is your first funny type villain since Riddler of Batman Forever. Was there any moment that reminds you of Riddler or the character you played in the 90s movies?
Well, it's funny because I always think of myself as something completely different, but I'm sure there are similarities. They're all people that are disenfranchised characters that are, you know, I always say beware the unloved, you know, because they, especially if they're smart, they could be really dangerous, you know, because they're always trying to do evil things and try to, you know, find a cosigner, find somebody who is evil as well, like Knuckles in the show is like he's got a partner now. He's not the only evil one around, and so you know, I don't know what I'm answering now. I don't know if I'm answering your question, but I'm making sound, and that's the important thing.
Thank you, right. And I think your performance got much funnier and wilder and creativity than the last one. And I'm assuming the script was much simpler than what we saw. Did you talk to the director to get more freedom to do the improvising?
Well, what I did was in the first movie, they had a kind of a scheme planned for Robotnik, and I took that and I changed it a lot and I rewrote, and I'm always writing. I'm a writer, so I bring and I give it to the director and I go, you're the captain, what do you think of this? So I had notes all over the set and stuck whatever things that would pop into my head, and I improvised, but I did a lot of writing. On this one, they didn't bother to write me much of a part and I said, why didn't you write anything very, very extensive? And they said, because we knew you were going to change it all. So we just kind of left little placeholders for you, and so I came in, and you know, with everybody's help, of course, but I came in with my own ideas, and you know, there's stuff on the cutting room floor. There are jokes that are about physics, and I mean, just like there's 100 jokes that didn't make it into the movie that, you know, I carpet bomb, you know, I just do as many things as possible, and out of those things you pick a few really ripe mangoes, you know.
Thank you. Well, it's time already. Thank you very much.
So nice to talk to you.
Nice to talk to you too.
Okay. I'm gonna grow my hair like yours. You're my new hero.